So this is the Book of Boba Fett Throne Room Boba Fett figure by Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series. This is a deluxe release for whatever reason, and he comes in this bigger packaging. So single release, not part of a wave or anything. This isn't even the definitive version of Boba Fett anymore, in my opinion, because he does have a newer, somewhat newer, I guess, suit at the end of the season of the Book of Boba Fett, and they've yet to release a 6-inch scale figure of that for the Black Series. They did a vintage collection version, which looks pretty darn good, and I can't wait to see that in 6-inch. I think that release will make this one a little obsolete, and it's probably why they haven't even revealed it yet, because they want to sell this guy first before they reveal that version and sell another Boba Fett. So let's take a look at what he comes with. Let's see if it's worth it. Let's see what this figure is all about. Here is the side image of the box. So far, we still are getting window packaging for the Black Series. That should change because Hasbro as a company as a whole is going to be doing windowless packaging, and we've yet to see what a windowless Black Series packaging will look like. So that's interesting. This is only number 2 in the Book of Boba Fett series. Here it is. And then there's a read up on the backside that reads, once regarded as one of the most fearsome and capable bounty hunters in the galaxy, Boba Fett seemingly met his demise in the Sarlacc pit. A survivor to the core, Fett lived to fight another day. This is available on Big Bad Toy Store in case you're curious, so you can pick it up there if you are interested. Be sure to check the link down below in the description. So here he is out of the box, and he comes like this. We also do get a helmet that is one of those helmets that you actually put over the head sculpt already, which is something Black Series does a lot, and I actually like that. It's a little bit more, it's more realistic, and it's better than just popping off the head and putting on another head. There's the jetpack, there's the long rifle gun, and then the short pistol that he has, and there you go. That's what you get in a deluxe set. Why is this a deluxe set? I still am confused about that. I really don't know why. Why is this $31.50 retail? Because it's a deluxe, but why is it a deluxe in the first place is what I'm wondering. And now they even raised the price a little bit. It's $33.99 now that I look at websites, and even up to $34.99. What is going on here? What are we doing? Why? It's insanely overpriced. I can see this thing going on clearance. I can see this thing being very easy to get and just wait it out, I think, because it should not be $35. It should not be $30. It really should at the bare minimum be $24.99, since that's the new retail price. My goodness, and this is something Black Series has been doing for a long time, actually longer than anyone else in Hasbro. I think just because they have the Star Wars license, they think that, oh, we can just charge whatever you want. That was kind of made evident with their previous 2 HasLabs that failed, because they just think that they can just give us whatever at whatever price and we're gonna go for it. So I don't know, they gotta change that mentality. Black Series just hasn't been on my good side lately. They've really been going downhill. They started out so good, and they're slowly just declining, and I don't know what's going on. So hopefully something changes, and things can get a little better over there. One of the things I've noticed right off the bat, they used to have some of the best detailed weapons, painted, black wash, gray wash, whatever, dry brushing. They used to do it all, and now they don't. Look at this rifle. It's just a bare plastic mold. They did paint the stock, which is good. That's good. At least it's not all bare, plastic molding, but they used to paint the entire thing, and I can just see that they are taking away paint, and this is a deluxe. Remember, this is a deluxe. You're paying $35 now for it. Where is the deluxe in this? If it's a deluxe, it should be fully 100% painted. The grip is painted on the pistol, but where's the rest of the gun paint? At least a dry brush would be nice. Here's the jetpack. Again, where's the detail? I don't see any texturing or detail. We do get paint at the thrusters down here, at the top, in the middle. We do get paint at the very least. This is removable, but there's really no effect. Where's the effects? Deluxe normally come with effects. There's no effect here. You can clearly see there is peg holes to plug in effects, but there's no effects. That's something that they could have done, and that would have made it a deluxe, is if they gave us some blasting off effects, maybe a stand that you could display him in the air, blasting off with his jetpack. That would have really made this thing justifiable in my eyes. Uh, and this being removable, this could have easily been an effect that pegs into this, and then you peg this into an effect, and there you go. It's a shooting effect, but it's not there. It's almost like they tried, but then they took it away. I don't know. Here's the helmet, which is pretty okay. And this is the new, I guess the new painted, the new helmet now for the show. And let's get closer so we can pick up some more of the detail there. We still got the dent in the helmet. Some of the red paint is bleeding onto my visor, so I don't like that. But overall, it looks okay paint-wise. It's pretty accurate to what we see on the show. It's pretty clean. There's really no more battle damage. The rangefinder does go down and up. And then here's the inside, which is no detail inside, which is okay. I don't expect there to be any detail in there. And then that will slide over the head sculpt, which we'll do in a bit. Let's take a closer look at Boba himself. Alright, so here's Boba Fett unmasked. We got him with the battle damage from the Sarlacc pit here, as we saw him on the show. And I don't have the Tusken Raider version of Boba Fett. That wave is so weird. It like released, but then it didn't release. So it's a lot of the websites still haven't even got that wave into ship. Not sure why it's taken so long, but mine still hasn't shipped. So I never even had that Boba Fett at all. I can't really use him to compare him next to this one, but I can only assume it's the same head sculpt as that Boba Fett. It does look pretty okay. It's not terrible. It's pretty good. We got some paint apps on the scars. It looks pretty accurate to the show. Can't complain too much there, and it looks like him, I'd say. I mean, this isn't Hot Toys. I don't expect that, but for a 6-inch Black Series, it looks pretty good. So really no complaints there. As for the torso, we do get good paint apps and good sculpting, so that's good. And then we do get the Mandalorian sigil on his shoulder, pauldron, going on to the other side. And then here's the back side where you can plug in his jetpack. There you go. So now you can fully deck him out with his jetpack. And then down to the bottom half, which does have his Tusken Raider robes, which he did use or uses underneath his Mandalorian armor. We can kind of see the chubbiness to him. That's pretty accurate. I think they did that pretty good. And then here are the boots. It does have that weird leg, I guess, articulation. This is probably the best way they could do this. The pants are so baggy that the sculpt, it almost looks like he doesn't have a knee joint, but it's hidden underneath. Once you bend it, it does look kind of weird, but it's not terrible. They've done this before. I'm okay with it. No big deal there. So yeah, there's your close look at Boba. Does the word deluxe mean anything anymore? I see a normal figure here. I really do. We do get good paint apps at the belt. The forearm gauntlets aren't really painted. They're just plastic mold. So it's just a normal Black Series figure. Now, here is the helmet, and we're just going to slide it over his head and see how that goes in. Alright, so that goes in like that, and it's pretty good. You still see his skin underneath, which I think it's accurate. You can always see his neck. You do have that little collar piece that's molded onto the torso, so that helps cover up a little bit of the neck. But overall, it looks great. The scale matches. Sometimes when you have these removable helmets that slide over a head sculpt, either the head is too small or the head comes out looking too big once the helmet is on, but I think this looks just about right. So I think it looks good. In terms of the green, it doesn't, I don't know, maybe to my lighting, but it's not matching too good with the torso green, unless that's the way it looks on the show. But yeah, there's your look at him with the helmet. He looks good both ways, in my opinion. So it's up to you on how you want to display him. But that looks pretty good. Alright, so real quickly we'll check out the articulation. You can see here he has a ball peg, I think, for the head. Doesn't really move too much because of the collar piece. He does move left and right. No issues there. And the head tilting is there. So that's cool. Arms are going to go forward all the way around. In and out. There is no bicep swivel. There's only a single jointed elbow with a swivel at the elbow. It does bend more than a 90-degree bend, so that's decent. Swivel at the wrist with a regular hinge, and then there's a side hinge on the one with the weapon here. And then as for the torso, there's only a ball joint at the waist. This piece, well, man, everything's falling off. This piece goes over the torso. I'm not quite sure if there's an ab crunch. Doesn't really matter because you can't really use it. So you're only going to use that ball joint at the waist. Goes all the way around, forward and back, swivels, tilting, and there you go. Legs, in regards to the right one, you can go forward. I mean, it's pliable enough to the point that you can go forward, but the left one will get a little bit more range in and out. There is a somewhat of a split going on there. There's a thigh swivel. The knee joint I showed earlier is a 90-degree bend, and it swivels there. There is a boot cut shin swivel, as well as an ankle hinge, and then the ankle rocker at the foot. Alright, so here's a look at him next to the Mandalorian Din Djarin, and this is actually the SH Figuarts version. I like this one a little bit better than the Black Series version, but here's a look at him next to the Black Series Boba Fett. And you can see here where I think it stacks up pretty good scale-wise. Normally SH Figuarts are a little bit shorter and smaller, but this Mando has some pretty decent height to him. It's also worth noting that his gun doesn't fit in his hand all too well. It's super tight, and there's actually some plastic white stress marks right now on the grip of the gun because it's kind of like warping it so badly. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't understand why a character can't hold their own weapon correctly without it being difficult. So it's not very good. And this is the Black Series version of that Mandalorian. This is the Season 2 Mando, of course, with the upgraded Beskar armor. And yeah, take your pick. Which one did you like better? I think they're both at the same height. You can see height-wise, seems like Mando has a little bit more height over Boba. So yeah, that's your Throne Room Boba Fett figure. It's called Throne Room because this is what he wears or wore when he was in his throne room, although he doesn't come with a throne in this deluxe set of a figure. But overall, the figure is okay. I don't see it being necessary to get. I think we're gonna get the the final season suit in 6-inch form, and I think that's going to be the definitive version from the Book of Boba Fett. And also just wait for a price drop on this guy, because this is everything you get here for $31 or $35. Like I keep mentioning, I'm gonna keep mentioning it as much as I want, honestly. Yeah, it's absurd. It's overpriced. It's not worth it. Wait for a price drop. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, take care, take it easy, and I will catch you on the next one.